Hello? Alright everybody, welcome back. M1249 G41 Not School. And we are back with some Fallout 3. Now for this time around, it's actually not going to be exploration, it's not going to be side quests. We're going to continue on with the main story. Which is why I did remember to mark it down, right? Yeah, following in his footsteps. Speak to Colin Moriarty about Dad. There's going to be a few speech checks I'm going to try to pass. I mean tries, and actually I'm going to pass them, otherwise I'm going to reload the game. Which way is it? This way. Is Dogmeat behind me? Where the frick did Dogmeat go? Dogmeat. There you are. Look at how you got behind me. Moriarty Saloon.
Come on, you piece of junk. Every day it's the same damn thing.
I told you, Gob, it ain't the radio. The Enclave station comes in fine. It's Galaxy News. Their signal's been shit lately.
Goddamn radio. Come on. Work. Come on, work.
Looking
Sorry, I
the rest will cost ya.
had to turn that off, Gob. You understand, right?
Hey, Smoothskin. You need something? A drink, maybe? Anything? Anything at all?
Let me think about that for a moment, my good man.
Wait. You're not gonna hit me? Yell at me? Not even berate me a little bit?
Hadn't planned on it. Why?
Well now, that's a surprise. I'm used to every asshole Smoothskin in this town giving me shit just 'cause I look like a corpse. I'm glad to see that there are a few worthwhile people around here. Listen, Moriarty'd have my head if he caught me selling at a discount. But for you, I'll risk it.
Aw, thank you kindly, honey good sir. Goodbye, Gob.
Don't hit me!
I was gonna hit ya.
Oh man, I'm glad to see you. Moriarty's been especially nasty lately, and I need a friendly face.
Well, now that you mention it, I'm looking for my father, middle-aged guy. Maybe you've seen him.
Oh yeah, I do remember a guy like that. Honestly, I usually keep my head down. I tend to get smacked around if I look customers in the eyes. But talk to Moriarty, he'll know more.
Please, God, please, if you know anything about father, you need to tell me.
I was like you once. I wandered into town looking for an escape from this stupid joke of a body I'm trapped in. Now look at me. Very well. Moriarty keeps a computer terminal in the back. On it, he keeps all of the goings-on in Megaton. If you can get onto that terminal, I'll bet he has information on your dad. Now get away from me, Smoothskin. If Moriarty even suspects I told you this, I'm a dead ghoul.
Now now that I've gotten that out of the way, where's Moriarty?
Hell of a day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hell of a day, isn't it? Are you in here? Yeah, you are. Come on, out of the way, Dogmeat. Dogmeat, you're blocking the way. Let's wait and now and see if that brings him out.
Got something on your mind?
Yeah, that brought him out. Don't mind the noise in the background.
Hell of a day, isn't it?
Actually, let me
Got
try.
something on your mind?
I got something on my mind. Dogmeat.
Colin Moriarty, at your service. Welcome to Moriarty's. My saloon, my home, my slice of heaven in this backwoods little burg. If you've got the caps, I've got your pleasure. Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Your troubles are a thing of the past.
Yes, I'm looking for my father, middle-aged guy. Maybe you've seen him.
My God, it's you. The little baby boy all grown up. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Then and now, it would seem. It's been a long time, kid. Oh, your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct?
Huh? My father and I were born in Vault 101. Yeah, that's what he told us.
Is that what your father told you? That you were born in that hole? That he was born there as well? Oh, the lies we tell to those we love. Your father brought you to the vault right after you were born. To keep you safe, you see. I remember it well. You stayed in my saloon, after all. That's right. Your father, his Brotherhood of Steel friend, and you, the suckling babe with nary a tit to suckle. Sorry about your mom, truly. But life goes on. Daddy lied. Life's full of little disappointments. And now you're all grown up and wondering where he's gone to.
My dad told me we were born in Vault 101. You're on. Yeah, I know where I grew up. You're on. My dad would never lie to me. Oh, but I was born. That's pretty sure you know it. Yep.
Ah, I see. You know, I heard about the brainwashing that goes on down there. From some other fella, escaped. 5 years back. All hail the overseer. We're born in the vault, we die in the vault, and all that other assorted lunacy. Kid, you've got better programming than our own Deputy Weld. You'd best wise up quick. Wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of you, hmm?
I was kidding. Dad talked about you all the time. Now, where is he?
You seem like a nice kid.
Damn it. Back to the save, people, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna let that speed check go unnoticed. Come on.
Colin Moriarty, if you... Did he?
There we go.
Well, our time together was brief, but that is the way of it out here. When a bond is forged, little else matters, hmm? Well, he did come through here, but he left. I'm truly sorry. But maybe you can catch up to him. He headed southeast into the city. Said he needed information from those loonies at the station. You know, Galaxy News Radio. What there is of it.
What's all this about Galaxy News Radio?
Galaxy News Radio is some loudmouth radio station located in the ruins of D.C. Three Dog, the king of that loony bin, keeps yapping about fighting some good fight or something. A bunch of crap. But I suppose if you wanted to know what was going on in the wasteland, that's the place to go. Me, I could care less.
Alright, I guess I'll be going then. Toodaloo.
And so now we part.
Galaxy News Radio, got it. Okay, for me, I discovered a location that'll get me right to it. Look at that, I'm almost level 9. Good, I'm gonna need to level up a little bit. Excuse me. Dogmeat, I swear, if you don't stop getting in the way, we're gonna have an issue, Dogmeat. Let's see, following in his footsteps, notes, wasteland, yada yada yada. GNR building, Friendship Heights. Fast travel there. I went out and explored a little bit off camera, you know, trying to get my level up before I entered the big, wide open place that's called DC, which is actually a war zone at this point. That mutant was doing some flips. Gravity combat, shotgun, laser, pistol, yada yada yada. Into the metro we go. Already we're in combat, right? Nope. Hello? Ooh, there went his head. That went his head. And he's laying on the trunk. Right away, exactly what I wanted. How'd you know? Caps. Ball caps. Could always use more of those. Ball caps! More bottle caps! No. Misfired. That seemed overkill using it as a combat shotgun on Ravage. Oh yeah! I'll let you go. Oh yeah! Oh, friendly! friendly now. Let's go. Follow the Red Roach Road. Hello? Ghouls! Back here. Don't stop me! Medics? How'd you get that blood stain on you, dog meat? How'd I miss both shots? This is a shotgun. That roach meat. Hello? I heard a ghoul a moment ago, but where I don't see the ghoul. Hello? I heard a third ghoul, but I don't see it. Oh, I'll take that box. Hello? At this point, I'll level up in no time. Yep, if this keeps going, I'll hit level 9 in no time. Hello? Oh yeah! Coca-Cola. Hello? Anybody? Super mutant. Ghouls. Come on, a little bit closer. Where'd you come from? Ugh, what happened to you? All your limbs are gone. Hello? Any more of you there? Guess not. Oh, hello there. Say, hey, are you related to any of the red roaches I met in the beginning of this place? Hello? Well, fine. I was gonna ask them for directions, but no, apparently they're busy. Chevy Chase. Entering Chevy Chase. All aboard. Ooh, yeah! Level up. Let's see, I want barter. But you know what? Put it mostly in barter. Put some in medicine. Now, what do I want? That's a weird sound. Commando, toughness, lead belly, gunslinger. This is actually a difficult choice to make. Intense training. I could put it in. You know what? Lady Killer sounds about nice. It's so difficult to choose. They're all good perks. I don't know if Commando actually You know what? Let's check the command. Let's check the wiki. Because I want to know if Commando actually affects the combat shotgun. Commando perk 3. Okay, let's see. BB gun. Yeah. It does affect the shotgun. But considering the fact that I'm close enough to enemies to use the combat shotgun, I don't know. Is that really worth it? But again, it affects a whole bunch of other guns. Oh, this is chop up. What's Lady Killer do? I mean, besides what it does, Lady Killer. Is there any specific? No. There we go. Alright, Nova, Megaton, Brianna, Blood Tide. There actually is a few. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go with Lady Killer. Let's just save the game. Since it's empty, check it anyway. What is it? Who's shooting? There's nothing to shoot at.
That's how we do it in the Lion's Pride, you fucking...
Look, I don't know who you are, but you don't belong here. The super mutants have overrun our brothers at the Galaxy News radio building, and we're headed there to back them up. You can tag along if you want, but keep your head down and try not to do anything stupid.
Thanks for the assistance. I didn't know this place was so dangerous.
You been living under a rock? This is DC. The entire city is crawling with super mutants. Now, if you'll excuse me.
So you guys looking for new recruits?
That's a negative. We've got too many local conscripts as it is. Most are undertrained and too damn trigger-happy for their own good. Our very own Initiate Redden is a sterling example.
Fair enough. Who were you saying? No, I'm not gonna be that asshole. You mentioned something about Galaxy News Radio?
There aren't a lot of safe places in the ruins right now, but the Galaxy News radio building is sort of our port in the storm. Unfortunately, the building's been hit pretty hard lately. We're their backup. So if there are no more questions, we really need to move out.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, I have to go.
Watch yourself out there.
She's...
On me. You're doing fine. Just follow my lead. No dead heroes today, okay?
What's the situation?
No offense, but I'm a little busy saving your ass.
All clear,
right now.
Sentinel. 5 mutants released from their torment. The rest are keeping their heads down.
Good. Jennings?
Negative.
A new recruit?
Just a stray we picked up. The one that blundered into the uglies over on 42nd.
Welcome.
All right, it's the usual drill. Redden, you just do whatever Paladin Vargas says and keep your mouth shut.
Yes, ma'am.
What was that? Alright, time to switch to the combat shotgun. Going in! By the way, dog meat. I need an assault rifle.
So, how did I do, Vargas? That's my little trial run. Come on, Lion's Pride needs me, and you know it. That Citadel guard duty is such bullshit.
Yeah, we'll see. Now knock that off. You're wasting ammo.
Ah, come on. We just kicked their asses.
We need to sweep the area. You think those were all the uglies in D.C.? You take the east side, I'll go west.
Okay.
Once we're inside, then we'll celebrate.
Now you're talking.
What was that?
Behemoth!
Hey, free loot! Ah, I'm down. I'm uncovered. Hold on. Thank you all for pausing the fight for me. Okay, now I'm ready. Let's kick its ass. Dog meat! You bastard! Don't worry, here's dog meat. Come on, no, I don't want to target. I don't want to target them. I want to target it. You alright, dog meat? Is everybody okay?
I guess it's my turn to thank you. Anyway, the area's secure, so you're free to talk to Three Dog if you need to.
You sure you're not looking for recruits? I mean, look what we did. We just took out Behemoth.
I'm sure. You can handle yourself, I'll give you that. But let's not get carried away.
Fair enough. Wow, you guys don't screw around.
I'll take that as a compliment. If we don't try to keep the mutants from killing everyone and everything in the capital wasteland, who will? The Brotherhood does its best, but sometimes it takes a little something special. That's where the Lion's Pride comes in.
Anything else you could tell me about GNR?
Well, the Brotherhood needed a secure outpost, and the guy who runs the radio station needed to not get his head ripped off by super mutants. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. Three Dog is the man in charge. He keeps that signal broadcasting pretty much single-handedly. He's, interesting. I'll give him that much.
I'm sorry about Redding, by the way. The, person I looted as soon as she died, let's not talk about it. Yeah, I'm sorry about Redding.
She died well. In the end, that's all that really matters.
Fair enough. You mind if I keep her armor and stuff? Just saying.
Watch yourself out there.
That's not an answer to my question, but I'll take that as a yes. Come on, Dotmy, let's loot the bodies.
It's not your fault, Vargas. Redden was good enough for the Pride, and she proved it here today.
Yeah, I know. God damn it!
When we get back to the Citadel, I'll talk to the scribes. Let it be chronicled that Paladin Redden passed her test.
Come on. Let's see if they've got anything to drink in this town.
Okay, there we go. I was like, why is it showing that
It's
up?
all clear. Unlocking outer doors.
Thank you. What's this building for?
This is Galaxy News Radio, the last free voice of the people of the wasteland. The Brotherhood of Steel makes sure of that.
I need to speak to Three Dog.
Three Dog is right upstairs.
Fair enough, and goodbye. I have to go.
Okay. Just make sure not to interfere with our operations.
We'll do Night Finley. I don't know what your operation is, but, hang on.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Knight Dillon. If there's anything you need here, I'll try and help.
What's this building for? Yeah, I'm gonna ask each of these guys what the building is for.
You got a Pip-Boy. Tune into Galaxy News Radio and listen. It's the only radio station in the Capital Wasteland that really tells it like it is.
I need to speak to Three Dog.
Three Dog is right upstairs.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Just stay out of our way and everything will be fine.
Alright, one more person, then we'll go speak to Three Dog. Speaking of which, where'd they go? Ah, I broke my leg.
Welcome to the Galaxy News Radio Outpost. I'm Sergeant Wilkes, and I'm in charge here. What brings you into the D.C. area?
The building. What's it for?
This is the last free radio station in the entire D.C. area. The rest of the airwaves are clouded up with Enclave propaganda. I wouldn't believe a word they say anywhere else.
Free voice of the people. What does that mean?
Well, the only other station that comes through nice and clear on the radio is the Enclave station. All they spew is a bunch of nonsense and propaganda. Galaxy News Radio reports on what's really happening.
What's Brotherhood doing here?
We have a relationship with the station here. We stay in this reinforced structure and protect it from the super mutants. This is the only real safe spot in the ruins of D.C. The rest of the place is crawling with those walking abominations. It's nice to have a port in the storm, you know?
I like that. I've got to go now.
Sure, good luck to you.
Alright, time to talk to Three Dog. Oh, Dog meat, careful there. That knocked me over. Three Dog, are you here?
The look on your face says it all. You're wondering who the heck this guy is and why you should care. Well, prepare to be enlightened. I am Three Dog, jockey of discs and teller of truths, lord and master over the finest radio station to grace the wastes, Galaxy News Radio. And you, well, I know who you are. Heard about you leaving that vault, traveling the unknown, just like dear old Dad, huh? Met him already.
What's with the flashy introduction?
Hey, when you're in the good fight, you gotta give it all you got and never ever hold back. Always dazzle them, I always say. Always dazzle them and spread the word.
Good fight? The good fight? What's that all about?
Imagine a picture, okay? A picture of the Capital Wasteland. All that brick and rock. A whole lot of nothing, right? There's people out there trying to just barely make it from day to day. Fighting to stay alive and make something out of what they got. But then you've got all kinds of shit. Slavers, super mutants, raiders. They all want a slice of the pie too. And aim to take it by force.
So, people fight back.
They can't, not against those kind of enemies. They just run away and hide, or they stay and die. It just ain't right. So that's where I enter the picture. I fight the good fight with GNR as my gun. The sound of truth goes out across the Capital Wasteland. Hell, someone's gotta counter that bullshit on the Enclave station.
I'm amazed you're still alive, yeah. Even with the Brotherhood here.
Oh, I have plenty of enemies that would love nothing more than to put a bullet between my eyes. The only thing keeping that from happening is Sarah Lyons and the Brotherhood of Steel. We've brokered a sweet deal. They keep me from taking a dirt nap, and I keep a strong roof over their head.
And the guys outside of Brotherhood of Steel, who are they?
From what I saw, they were the ones who saved your ass. They keep the ruins super mutant free so people like you can get to people like me in one piece. Without them, we'd be knee-deep in mutie shit.
I understand your fight, but I still need to find my dad. Yep.
Sorry. I'm so used to talking to an audience that can't answer, I just assume you want to hear my voice all the time. So, you want to know where your dad is? Fair enough. We got one rule in the good fight, though. You want help, you gotta contribute.
If you know anything that can help me find our dad, please just tell me.
You wanna find your dad, and it just so happens his location is known to yours truly. He was here at Galaxy News. We had a great conversation. He's a real stand-up guy. If you wanna know more, you're gonna have to contribute to the good fight.
Or, look, the dog, if I find my dad, maybe he can help with the good fight.
Well, your dad is some sort of scientist type. Some kind of egghead or something. You really think if you find him, he'd help our cause?
I know he will. He always talks about doing the right thing. Doing what's right.
When your dad passed through here, I spent a good long time talking to him about all kinds of stuff. He mentioned some scientific mumbo-jumbo which didn't make much sense to me. Something about a Project Purity. He also said something about going to visit a Dr. Lee in Rivet City. Then, he left in a hurry.
Rivet City? Where's that? Yeah, where is that?
You've never heard of Rivet City? Wow. Just wow. Well, a whole bunch of eggheads got together and turned a beached aircraft carrier into a town. Pretty cool, huh? Just follow the river south from here. There's no way you can miss it.
Quest completed, following in his footsteps. And I got another quest now. Right? Yep, quest added, scientific pursuits. Hold on, Three Dog. Or you could just do that. Actually, let's wait now and see what happens. It's 10 p.m. Let's talk to him again.
Kid. You look like you've got 10 pounds of worry stuffed into a 5-pound box. Why don't you take a load off and tell me about it?
Can you get it? I don't know.
So, you came back. That's good. The good fight can always use another soldier.
The good fight, what's all that about?
Imagine... Oh,
I understand you fight, but I have other concerns of my own.
sorry. I'm so used to talking to an audience that can't answer. I just assume you want to hear my voice all the time. We got one rule in the good fight, though. You want help, you gotta contribute.
If you know anything that could help me, I'd appreciate it.
I hear things all the time. Most things aren't useful. But once in a while, something will sneak up behind your girl and lift her dress. Consider this your lucky day. I just so happen to know the location of an old military weapons cache untouched by time. If you want to know more, you're gonna have to contribute to the good fight.
Sounds interesting. I'm ready for anything.
Good, because this isn't gonna be easy. Galaxy News Radio is my baby. I love it, I feed it, I keep it changed. But there's one problem. No one outside of DC can hear her cry. You see, some brainless super mutant thought it would be funny to shoot at the shiny round thing on the Washington Monument.
I see where this is going.
Yep, that shiny thing was our broadcast relay. Now it's Swiss cheese. Without it, our broadcast range is quite limited. Of course, the factory that made the relay dishes is long gone, leveled, as in, we're never gonna scavenge that part again.
This is starting to sound risky, but that's fine. Yeah, it's starting to sound risky, buddy.
It is risky. I would never lie to you. But there's something behind those eyes of yours that screams, I'm the one who can get shit done. Your dad had that same look in his eyes, too. That's why Three Dog's helping you.
Alright, how can I help?
One of the Brotherhood guys that passed through here mentioned seeing a dish in one of DC's old museums. It's the dish off the old Virgo 2 lunar lander in the Museum of Technology. I want you to get it, and bring it to the Washington Monument to replace the bad one. That's it.
You got yourself a deal. Sounds easy enough, but you know what? It probably isn't, but hey, a deal.
I sure know how to pick 'em. You're gonna be the best thing that ever happened to Galaxy News in a long time. If you need any more info, I'll be here waiting for you.
Alright, Dogmy, let's go. We gotta get to Rivet City. Quest added, Galaxy News Radio. But first, we gotta head all the way to Rivet City. Find the Museum of Technology, and I know exactly where it's at, but I don't know if I have a metro that takes me there. Look at that, I'm almost halfway to level 10. And I need it in order for... I need it for something. Bye, Brotherhood people! Nice meeting you. And you know... I need to drop off some of this loot. A high perception grants bonus to explosives, lockpick, and energy weapon skill. I'm also kind of hurt. I'm half health. Let's see, 10mm pistol, assault rifle, a shotgun, fat man flamer, fragmine, hunting rifle, laser pistol, sledgehammer. Do I want to keep the flamer or do I want to keep the pistol? Let's put away the pistol for now. Alright, Dobby, let's go. Okay, for me, I have this place, Dukov's place, that I discovered not long ago. And I remember the route to Rivet City. Surprisingly, I remember it. Yep. Ah! Okay, that scared me. How the fuck did I miss? Asshole, you gave me a heart attack. I'll take that stuff though. That's part of the good stuff. Shame I don't have power armor training, but seriously. Jesus Christ. Ugh, I'm not kidding. I'm not joking around. That actually scared me. I was like, huh. Better take a look around. Are those rad roaches still there? No, instead of that, there's a Enclave soldier with laser rifle. Speaking of which, I have kind of a good ammo for it. Let's go back to the combat shotgun, which I should have repaired. Oh well. Peekaboo! Oh, you have a combat shotgun, just what I needed. Oh, they have a combat shotgun too, hey! Why am I not firing? Right. Lucky for me, I stockpiled stim packs. Alright, repair the shotgun. Okay, back on the route we go. Come on, dog meat. I look good. Wait, yeah. Is my armor doing... Yeah, my armor is kind of good. There should be a scavenger over there. But they're asleep right now.
Commission the one, the only lone wanderer from Vault 101.
Oh, sorry. Great, I have to do that all over again. I was like, no. No radio for you. No radio for you. And they turned hostile. I'm sorry, but I don't want YouTube to get on my back on anything. Great, now we have to do that all over again. And I bet you don't even have the shotguns anymore. Turn around. Enclave soldier. See, this time he had a plasma as a mine on him. Alright, let's kill these raiders again. Wow, dog meat, look, an area we haven't been to before. Such amazing stop signs all over the place. Gee, I wonder who these could be. Maybe they're friendly. Oh, hey, you have a combat shotgun. They're dead, dog meat. Don't need to worry about it. Actually, maybe I should heal. And this thing's look nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, this time I won't touch the radio, but sir, you shouldn't be playing a radio when it's night out, because you don't know who could be around. Could be mutants, could be raiders, could be talent company. Could be the pine slice that. What? Tongue twister. Oh, centaur. Ow, he spit at me. And now he's dust. Another centaur. Get him, dog meat. Where'd he go? Oh, he dropped down. Dead. Take that minigun though. I want that hunting rifle so I can sell it. Alright, time to carry on. Let's see, what do I have in my inventory? What's my inventory like anyways? 175 over Ivan, what was it? 260. Okay, so I'm good for now. Let's see, how far are we from River City? We are... not that far. We're closing the distance pretty quickly. It looks like a mutant camp up ahead. I wish I had waited till it was lighter outside, daytime, before making my way to River City. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's a mutant camp. Oh! Ow! Ooh, line congressional style. Damn it! They went the lockpick. Bingo. Don't worry, captive. I'll rescue you in a moment. Just gotta finish looting.
Someone.
Damn it. A tire.
I'm alive. I can't believe it. I'm alive. Here, I managed to hide this stuff before they tied me up. You take it. It's the best I can do to thank you.
Nah, I don't need you. You need it more than I will.
You're right. It's dangerous out here. I have to go before more of them come.
Thanks for the karma and XP. And you just walked through fire. Are you a magician or something? Teach me the ways, Firewalker. Come on, teach me how to firewalk. Well, fine, I don't need you either. I guess I'll just keep going on my way to merry old River City. Let me just switch back to my combat shotgun. Are you behind me, dog meat? Good. At least you won't leave me. Unlike some people, Wastelander. Let me know if the night is too dark. I could probably turn up this gamma. Let's wait at least 4 hours. There we go, a lot more lighter outside. You sound terrible, buddy. Are you okay?
Can you help me? I need water. Purified water, please.
Sure. Have purified water.
Are you serious? I can't offer anything in exchange, you know. I can just have it? For free?
Sure, I insist, my friend. It's the least I could do.
Really? Seriously? My God. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll never forget this.
Welcome to Rivet City. Please wait while the bridge extends.
There we go. Greetings. Hello.
Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City.
I'm looking for my father.
And who might your father be? If he lives on this boat, I know him.
He doesn't live here. He came here to see Dr. Lee.
Dr. Lee, eh? Well, then I guess you'd have to ask Dr. Lee for more information. Go on up, then. She's probably in the science lab. But keep your nose clean, you hear me?
Well, I'm kind of lost. Can you help me?
I suppose.
Where's Dr. Lee's lab?
The door on the left goes to the stairwell. From there, just keep heading west.
Why do you decide to live in this rest? Yeah, you know what? Where are the stores?
Hangar deck, right in the middle of the ship. Can't miss it.
Where can I get medical help?
Dr. Preston is in the upper deck, 4 section. That's the top interior floor in the southwest end. I suppose.
Let's see, is there someplace I can sleep?
The common room is free, but the beds are lousy. It's on the midship deck. A big open room with lots of beds. You can't miss it. If you want to sleep well rested, rent a room from Vera Weatherly. She's on the upper deck. I suppose.
Who's in charge around here?
It doesn't work like that. I'm in charge of security. Dr. Lee runs most of everything else. Bannon kinda represents the merchants. He also owns Potomac Attire.
What can you tell me about Dr. Lee?
She's one of the members of the council. Runs the science lab here. Don't bother her unless it's important. Her lab is in the stern end of the ship.
And why did y'all decide to live on this rusty old tub?
We're the safest, most secure city in the wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so.
Alright, thanks for the help.
Carry on, then.
Let's see. Capital Preservation Society, Common Room, St. Monica's Church, Science Lab. Bingo. Right through this door. Y'all got a gas leak right here. Do you not notice that? Hello? Security, there's a gas leak. Or something. Let's see. Science lab. Bingo.
For the most advanced scientific center in the capital wasteland, I find your...
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake, the technology in that android...
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
What a crowd, what a crowd. Hello there.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Wait, how do you know who I am? Have we met?
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same.
I'm trying to find my father. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
This is about me. This is about my father. Now, where is he? Yeah.
Your father is no longer here, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't use that tone with me.
I'm sorry. Could you please tell me where he's gone?
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Where is this old lab of yours?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Can you remind me where my father went?
The last I knew, he was headed back to the lab at Project Purity in the old Jefferson Memorial Building. I still say it's dangerous, and he shouldn't have risked it. That's all I know.
Can you tell me more about my parents?
I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died, and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know?
What was my father's life like back then?
James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time and wants to try again.
I never knew my mother. What can you tell me about her?
Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you.
Why did my mother die? What happened?
Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could.
I understand. I'm sure you did everything you could. Well, you weren't prepared. My mother is dead. Whatever. I never knew her anyway. I understand. I'm sure you did everything you could.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough.
Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Is there any way you can help me out?
Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or you're chasing after him. I'm sorry.
Need to help? Okay, let's try that again. I want to see if I can pass that speed check. I want to see if I can pass that speed check really good.
For the most advanced scientific center in the capital wasteland, I find your...
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't
I have to
care.
listen to this all over
This
again.
lab
God
is
damn it.
dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake, the technology in that...
If you only knew what was at stake.
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake.
Also, your friend there is staring at the
Secrecy,
wall.
A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter
think
how
he's
shiny
broken.
the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, hmm? But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
Now I could save again. I should have saved that in the beginning.
Don't go too far away. I'm going to need you to move some equipment shortly.
Yes, Dr. Lee.
Look, this is a restricted...
bypassing all this. Come on. It's a 71% check.
Yes, Dr. Lee.
Look, this is a restricted... I suppose I can spare a few stim packs.
Thank you.
It's not much, but it might make things easier for you. What? Well, I'm not sure what there is to tell. Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before you now.
I like to know about it. Yeah.
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
What's the point of it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just... too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
Why did you stop working on it? What happened?
You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the Purifier.
Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
What is this place? What is this lab? What are you doing here?
This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule.
What kind of place is River City?
Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again.
I guess I've exhausted everything about her. Okay, I have to go now.
Good luck finding your father.
Alright, we did it.
You there.
No.
What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
That depends what exactly we talk about here.
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property. How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Sounds like slavery to me. Are you sure they don't wander off on purpose?
Nonsense! This is a machine we're talking about. Can you enslave a generator or a water purifier? Of course not. The same principle applies. But let's get back to your mission. You are to find this missing android. I've tracked him to somewhere here in the capital wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
I'll be compensated for my work, yes, right?
Of course. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Sure, I'll look for your android for you.
Excellent. Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
Alright, bye-bye.
Of course you do.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll cut the episode right there. It's been long enough. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Jesus Christ. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, share the video. And I shall see you next episode. Till next time, bye-bye.